All right, we've got all of the technical stuff behind us, or at least for the most part, the bigger part of the technical stuff is behind us. And now we're ready to talk about the story. Now, as we were doing the website, as we were creating that web page, you might think to yourself, I told you to just kind of put some placeholder stuff there, just maybe a rough draft, general idea, just kind of have in mind some direction that you want to take for that. But we didn't really get in depth in it at that point. And now we're dealing with the story. But the reason that I did this, it's very important. If this is your first time through, I didn't want you having to deal with the technical aspect of getting the site created and at the same time simultaneously thinking about the storyline, because believe me, it will be frustrating to you to try to do all of that at once if you've never done anything like this. So the goal here was to get you to create the site so that it actually does work. You've got the rough template, you've made some edits and some changes and customized it to your product. But now, with all of that done and behind us, now we're going to think in depth about the story. And then we can go back and we don't have to deal with it from a technical standpoint anymore. We just have to deal with it from more of a copywriter standpoint, more of a being creative with it. Now, the story itself has to accomplish a goal. It has to break through things, distrust. It has to break through people being skeptical. Maybe these people, they've tried a solution before and it hasn't worked. They might have tried, various other products, and those products didn't offer what they were looking for. So they're a bit skeptical. You've got to break through all of that. But one thing that you definitely have to do is get inside their mind, because you have to know what exactly they're looking for. What kind of, at the beginning of their problem, they've got whatever problem it could be. Let's say it's, I can't play guitar. What is the end result? What are they looking for? They want to be able to play like, Steve Vai or something. They want to be able to play like Al Di Meola. You've got to show them the end result after they have your product. And it's not your product, right? You're just an affiliate. But after they have that product, maybe it's an ebook on how to do something. Maybe it's an audio clip or a video training series or whatever. But after they go through it and they've got it, you have to show them what life is going to be like after. So you've got to get inside their head and discover what they're looking for. Everybody, you, me, all these people that are going to be coming to the site, we all listen to the world's most popular radio station. It's WIIFM. What's in it for me? You've got to find out what they want to see, what it is that they want, what they want to see on your site, and that's what you're going to present to them. But you have to do that through a story. The story gets them involved where they have to keep reading. The story relates to them. It empathizes with them. They want to see that you really do empathize with them. They don't want to see that you're a big company and that you're just some kind of you've got this website and you're marketing to people and you're trying to sell a product. That's not what they want to see. They want to see that you had the same problem. I used to not be able to play guitar. I tried. I picked up a guitar. I couldn't do anything with it. I didn't know, and I wanted to be able to play so bad. I wanted to play my favorite songs, and I wanted to impress my friends, whatever. And I found this Jamorama training course. Only don't tell them what it is just yet. I found this training course, and when I went through the course, I was amazed. In like 3 weeks, I was playing songs. Okay, they want to know that you feel their pain, that you've been there, that you understand their dilemma, and of course you want to emphasize all of this and magnify it. The old pouring the salt on the wounds. You want to, I know how pathetic I felt that I couldn't even, I had friends that could play guitar and, I couldn't even pick one up and play a chord. And I remember how I felt. You want to just relate that to them and then show them that you can solve that problem. Now, on AdWords later on, you've got to do all of this in just a 4-line ad. But now, you're going to be able to do it with your website. Only remember, we're looking at everything as a total package. So that's why in AdWords, with our ad that we want to get them to click, you've got to do all of this there. And in all of everything, it has to be connected and relate. You don't have like one storyline on your ad and, some kind of theme. And then when they get to the landing page, it's like totally different. That is what throws people off. They're like, now, wait a minute. When I clicked on that ad, you had just the same problem that I did. I felt something there, and now I'm on this landing page, and this seems like it's some kind of business or something. They don't want to see that. They want to see you carry through everything right until you send them off onto the offer page. So get in your mind who you're trying to appeal to, and then I want you to create a character. You actually have to come up with a spokesperson, let's say, somebody who is the poster boy for whatever this is that you're selling. And you're going to use video if you can. Fantastic. Video is totally powerful. You're going to use audio. People love to hear somebody actually talking to them. They want to be on a personal level. That's why video and audio are so incredibly powerful on the internet. You want to use pictures and testimonials. Things that are real and have substance. I love to use family pictures. I put all that stuff. I like to let people see who I am. I mean, why not, right? You don't want to hide anything from them. Especially if you can grab something from your past, some experience that you have had, and you can manipulate that and mold it so that it fits in with whatever it is that you're trying to, kind of like a parable. You're just trying to use a good example and tell a story with it and show how it matches up with this product. Show how that you relate with them. You found the solution. Kind of the I tried this and I tried that and this finally worked. Now, obviously, for you to do that, honestly, you have to buy the product yourself and give it a shot. And that, by the way, I totally encourage. Whenever you're going to promote a product, check it out for yourself. You want to know if they've got good customer service. You want to know if their product is good. Because, listen, folks, you're starting a name for yourself as a marketer. And you don't want to be known for pushing junky products. Another thing people want to see is that the information is current. They want to know, I can't tell you how many times I do a search for something. I'm looking for something. I do a search, and I see a headline there that matches up with what I'm looking for. So I click on it. It takes me to some forum or something. And I notice that the post was made in like 2005. And there's been no responses at all since 2005. Okay, that makes me feel like, okay, now I'm questioning. I don't know if this is really current information or not. And that makes me go back and keep looking, because I want something more current. So the way that you do that, the way that marketers let people know that this is current information, is by using a date script. And I can try to get you a copy of that. In fact, I think I can let you use mine, which I do something that a lot of marketers don't do. What a lot of marketers do is they put the date on there, and they use a little piece of scripting code that goes into your website that automatically inserts today's date. Now, I tend to think that is a little bit, makes people a little more skeptical, just because it's like, what are the chances that I go search for something and I find an ad here and I go to the site and it has today's date on it? That seems a little bit, far-fetched. So that makes me, at least when I go to a site, of course I'm a marketer, but when I go to a site, I know if it's got today's date that it's because they're using a script and they want to make it look like it's current. So the way that I get around that is I have a modified script that all it does is it takes today's date and it just subtracts 3 or 4 days, even up to a week. I don't want to go past that, but up to a week I'll go, and it displays that date. So somebody comes, let's say, they come March 18th, they come to the site. And what it's going to actually do, though, is it's going to show March 15th as the date. So they're going to be like, okay, this is current information. This was just put up a few days ago, and I just stumbled upon it. So they know, this isn't stuff that's from a year ago. Now, another thing that you can't forget to do in your storyline is to give them a call to action. People need to be told what to do, so don't be scared to be a little bit assertive in your story. You can say things like, you need to do this now. Don't wait. Let's go ahead now and recap here the action steps, what you need to do at this phase in the game. Get inside the head of your visitor. What's in it for me? Ask that question and give them what they're looking for. Then go back and just fill in the blanks on your website. That's it. Remember, now you don't have to worry about the technical and the creative part of this at the same time, because we've already done the technical. We've got our domain registered. We've got our hosting company. We have maybe got a template that we can use to make things look nice and professional. And we've got everything laid out. All that we're waiting for now is the story. So now we've got the story. We go back to the landing page. And by the way, mostly with this story, what I'm talking about here is the landing page itself. Because this is what they're going to see, essentially. All the other stuff, the content, the blog, the home page, all of that, that's just support stuff, and it's also just, mainly for Google. The user themselves, though, they're going to see this, they're going to see the landing page. Now, one thing with this, what I want you to do, if you want to do it totally right, is to have 3 different themes for the landing page. The reason we're going to have 3 different themes is because with our ads later on, we're going to create some, different ads that appeal to different audiences, appeal to different sensitivities within that niche. And you want, for each ad group, you want to be able to send them directly to a landing page that is focused around what that ad was about. And you want to have the flexibility of not just being locked in to one type of idea. So the big picture here, and this is why I tell you watch all the videos first, then go back and complete the action steps. The reason for that is because when you create the ads, you're going to create an ad that appeals to a certain, whatever kind of drawing power to that niche, whatever you can come up with, and it needs to have a story, right? Well, you want to match that up. Each ad is going to be a member of an ad group, and each ad group is going to have its own landing page. So it's kind of focused around whatever keywords are in that ad group. And like, just as an example, we might do like make money online. Okay, and your ad group is going to be that, and all your keywords that fit into there are going to be that. You might have a landing page that it could be very similar to all the others. I'm not having you write 3 new stories from scratch. That's not the deal. But what you are going to do is, you're going to heavily use the keywords about making money online on theme 1 of the landing page. The other ad group that you might have might be, how to make money from home. Okay, so now theme 2 for the landing page, you're not talking about necessarily online, you're not talking about the internet necessarily. You're focusing on how you can make money from home. So it's going to be basically the same kind of story. You can copy and paste it over to the other landing page. But you're going to go through it and you're going to make it read like it's dealing more with just generally making money from home. And then you might, in the third one, if you have another ad group, it might be something, totally different, like being financially independent. So what do you do on the third landing page? You match it up. You just tweak things a little bit so that it's dealing with the approach of being financially independent. Okay, same core content in all 3 of them. You're not going to have to type a whole bunch of new stuff all over again. It's just as you read through it, you're going to be dealing with 3 different things. In theme 1, you're going to be dealing with making money online. Theme 2, how to make money from home. And theme 3, being financially independent. So you go back, get inside the head of your visitor, discover, what they're going to be looking for, and then you go back, landing page number 1, you write your actual story, custom tailored to a specific theme. Then you take that, just copy it to a new HTML page. That's going to be landing page number 2, theme number 2, and you just are going to tweak it a little bit. And you should have at least a good idea of the theme information from the research that we've already done. You already, in your spreadsheet, you've got your categories. You've got the different themes of the ad groups. So that's what you're going to focus on and write each one of these landing pages based on those themes.